Hee hee! You laughed quietly, sneaking into the turtle's arcade area. You looked around and finally saw what you were looking for, sleeping soundly against the arcade's own dance machine. Leaning forward against the machine's handle slept Raph, snoring loudly and facing your direction. You quietly tiptoed over to the sleeping red turtle. Laughing quietly, you picked up a black felt-tip pen from your back pocket, travelling between your fingers as you thought of what to write on his face. Choosing the words you wrote carefully, you held to his face, covering black text on his green skin. You thought first to also write something on his red mask, but you decided against it, because that would have been a little too mean for your liking. Standing up a bit, turning Raph's head to the side, looking at your masterpiece. You had covered his face in cute little messages such as, "Only for Miss Cuddles," "Marks of a Hero," and "Pizza has reserved this," pointing to his mouth. Putting the felt-tip pen back in your pocket, you started tiptoeing out of the arcade. When you walked away from the arcade's opening, you laughed again. You walked out to the skate area to find Leo and Mikey doing tricks on the ramps while Donnie sat on the edge looking down at the center of the area. "Hey, did you find Raph?" Leo exclaimed up in the air as he looked in your direction. You were about to answer, but you got stopped by Leo failing to get back onto his skateboard and ended up rolling down the ramps, crashing into Mikey. Hey now!" Mikey screamed before impact and slamming into Leo. You burst out laughing as Donnie sighed and got up. "Ouch, you really gotta watch where you're looking, man!" "Sorry, Mikey. I just somehow lost my rad techniques in the middle of a trick." Leo tried to explain while he helped himself and his brother up. Mikey huffed at his brother. Leo then panicked and started saying stuff that you didn't hear. "Hey, weren't you supposed to get Raph?" Donnie asked, standing in front of your laughing self. "Oh yeah, I did," you laughed, straightening yourself up. "He's in the arcade, sleeping." "Ugh, of course. I bet he fell asleep after some food and using the dancing game," Donnie muttered. You grinned and punched his arm playfully. "Hey, it's fine. He'll wake up eventually," you said, but stopped when you heard a yawn and some slopping steps. "Hey guys, what did I miss?" Raph said, yawning, coming into the clear. You turned around, holding your stomach and mouth, holding in laughter before Raph could fully see you. When he heard your small giggles, he glared daggers at your side of your head. "Hey there." "Hey, Raph," you answered, avoiding eye contact. "Donnie?" Raph said, looking at his brother. Yeah, hey Raph. One thing though, Donnie started, but stopped trying to find the words to say to his older brother. "What's up, Donnie?" Raph asked his brother. You've got something on your face, like all over your face," Donnie answered, pointing towards Raph's face. You turned around and started walking away from the conversation, putting your hands over your head, whistling. Raph dragged the side of his hand over his face, getting some black liquid on his hand from the felt-tip pen. Looking at this now black and green hand, he clenched his fist before starting to run towards you. He screamed at you as well. "I swear you have to stop this childish behavior!" "Not until you catch me, which will be never!" you shouted back, grinning as you started picking up speed, trying to run away from the muscle turtle. You and Raph ran around the skating area, climbing and hopping around the area. "Oh my gosh, these two," Donnie said as he watched the two of them run around after each other. "Tell me about it. Last time she was here, Raph had a cooking contest and almost exploded the kitchen," Leo said, standing next to his brother as Mikey sat on the edge watching the two of them run around. "What? Why didn't I know about this?" Donnie asked his brother. "You locked yourself up in your lab and didn't let anyone in, remember?" Mikey said to his brother as if a flashback should happen. "Oh yeah, I was working hard on, something," Donnie said. Leo just gave him the eye and ignored his brother's weird behavior. "Well, what are we going to do about these two?" Mikey asked, pointing towards you and Raph. Leave 'em be. They'll just become tired after the 40th lap around here," Donnie said, walking towards the kitchen. "Okay, I'm going. Peace," Leo said, walking after Donnie into the kitchen. "No, don't leave me here," Mikey exclaimed, getting up quickly, running after his brothers. You jumped onto the ladder, climbing up higher on the tall room. Raph was not far behind you, jumping up and running up the ladder, climbing after you upwards. The two of you didn't even notice when the other three brothers disappeared into the kitchen, but nor did you really care. This had basically become the cat and mouse chase game, with you being the mouse and Raph being the cat. You had made your way up until you stopped, so you quickly jump away from the ladder and started running towards one of the skating ramps. You smirked when you heard Raph's feet hitting the floor where you were. You turned around and looked at Raph. You spread out your legs in a stable position as you sneaked close to the edge of the railing. "I've got you now! Now come here, before someone gets hurt!" Raph smirked in a challenging yet playful way. "Oh, now that's where you're wrong, Raph," you said, putting a hand on the railing with a strong grip around it. "I'm not getting caught this time." "No, don't!" Raph shouted as you swing yourself over the railing and took stands onto the ramp gliding down. Raph jumped over the railing and onto the ramp after you. "You'll never catch me, Raph!" You shouted back to Raph, but stopped when you tripped while gliding down the ramp. You started now rolling down the ramp, feeling the uncomfortable wood hit you with great force. "Look out!" Raph shouted. You had now closed your eyes and tried your best to curl into a ball to keep the pain to a minimum. You felt yourself rolling into a ball-like form, but at some point you felt yourself stop. Two strong arms got behind your back and between your legs, holding you in bridal style. "Hey, are you okay?" You held your head with one of the hands as you slowly looked up at the voice, to see a worried and concerned Raph looking down at you. Your head immediately got clear as a deep red blush creeped onto your face. Embarrassed, you started trying to get out of Raph's embrace, but once you got away from his arms, you felt yourself starting to fall again. "Oh shoot," you whispered, ready for your impact, but you felt someone grab your wrist. You look up to see Raph holding you, and before you could react, Raph pulled you into a protective embrace. "Hey, why did you just jump out like that? You can really hurt yourself, you know," Raph said, turning you around so you were face to face. He picked up your legs and started slowly making his way down the ramp. "Psst, like I would ever hurt myself," you answered back as you leaned into him. "But you just did," Raph muttered back. "Well, you saved me, didn't you?" You half whispered back, embarrassed. You two became quiet as Raph slowly made his way down to the center of the two ramps in embarrassment. When Raph stopped moving, you felt him slowly let your legs hit the floor as he let you go. When he completely let go of your body, you felt yourself getting dizzy and started swinging from side to side. "Hey, are you okay?" Raph asked, you taking out one of his arms in front of you. When you saw something to hold on to, you grabbed it quickly and regained balance. "Yeah, I'm fine. Just a bit dizzy," you answered back, holding on to Raph's arms like your life depended on it. Raph got quiet for a second before he got an idea. "Wait, I've got something," Raph exclaimed, grabbing your shoulders and putting you down on the floor. "Wait here for a sec. I'm gonna get you something." "Wait, Raph!" But you couldn't finish before Raph made his way quickly up to his room and disappeared. You sighed and leaned back, bored. You were about to lay down on the floor, but then felt a heavy object land on the center area, making you fly up into the air. Sorry, but look, I got us some pillows, blankets, and an iPad, so we can watch something together until you feel better," Raph exclaimed happily. He continued to talk about what the two of you could watch while placing down pillows around you and getting you cozy in a blanket. He sat down beside you and the two of you started discussing what to watch. Raph eventually got up to go and get some snacks for the two of you and let you choose the movie. When he walked into the kitchen, he found his three brothers snickering together and eating some pizza. "Hey, could I take some of that? We're gonna go and watch a movie," Raph said, taking 4 pizza boxes. "Aw, you two going on a date?" Mikey asked, dreamily making his brothers laugh. "Mikey, don't be stupid," Leo said, taking a big bite of pizza. "Yeah, it's not like her and Raph would ever work out." "Oh my gosh, he's serious," Donnie said in disbelief, looking at his younger brother. "Hey, I would ship it," Leo said, putting his arm around Donnie's neck. "You know what that is, right?" Donnie asked, pushing his brother off him. Yeah, of course I do. When do you think I came from? The 90s? Leo asked playfully. The three brothers continued to talk as Raph left the room with a light blush. "Hey Raph, you okay?" you asked, looking up at the red turtle. "Yeah, I'm good. Now what movie did you choose?" Raph asked, excited, sitting down next to you. "Well, I picked out this one." You started the conversation as you opened up one of the pizza boxes. You and Raph discussed for a bit on what to watch before starting the movie, snuggling up to each other. But of course, was Raph's three brothers watching them from a distance from the kitchen's opening. They themselves were enjoying their own pizza as they were discussing your future together in quiet voices.